happy vlog, kind of. It's like a theme vlog today. We're gonna be doing a we're not there yet. A monthly reset video. I'm back on my matcha grind. I have now weaned off of caffeine twice. When I'm withdrawing from it is absolutely disgusting. I get like these pounding headaches. The fact that anything that I put in my body on a daily basis, it makes me feel like I have to put it in my body in order to feel good. I just don't like. I feel better when I'm not caffeinated. I don't know, I just feel more alert. I'm still kind of in that withdrawal symptom though. I'm a little tired. I woke up this morning though at like 4:30 to run. So that could definitely be it, but try to just not have coffee for a few days and see what it does to your body. Coffee to me is more of like a treat, not something that we necessarily need, because I love coffee. I'm never not gonna drink coffee again. But to rely on it like that and to have my body feel that way when I'm not having it is just not for me. I'm like, I don't, Matcha it is. So good. And you know what? This is caffeine. It's just a different source of caffeine, so it's more sustainable long term, and I think it hits your body a little bit differently. So let's look that up. So it's sustained energy without feeling wired. It's high in antioxidants, so it promotes bone density. It has a calming effect and reduces stress, whereas coffee gives you anxiety. It can leach calcium from your bones, makes you feel jittery. Coffee's high acidity can erode your tooth enamel. Green tea promotes dental health and hygiene. There's no withdrawal symptoms from green tea, and there's withdrawal like headache and nausea from coffee. Just saying. So like I said, today we're going to be doing kind of just like a monthly reset slash vlog, if you will. Nothing too drastic. I tried to do this February and I just went so overboard. I'm not going to be too dramatic with it anymore, but I do love a good monthly reset. Any sort of excuse to kind of just restart and refresh. Literally my name is Renee. It means reborn. I love a good restart, but with life and everything and being hectic, I don't want to put any sort of expectations on myself or put too much pressure on myself and make things unrealistic or unattainable. So the goal is to reset, but like realistically reset. First things first is I'm going to take a look at my February goals that I had for myself. So I always break down my goals. I've been doing this for years now with the 7 dimensions of wellness. I wanted to finish Exodus, which I actually already did. I'm actually doing like an Instagram post every time I finish a chapter in the Bible to kind of just summarize the lessons I've learned and all that stuff. Emotional patience, I didn't do. Establish and stick to a morning routine. Not so much. Physical, gym Monday through Friday. I like somewhat did the gym. I didn't do Monday through Friday, but I have this new plan, which we'll talk about here in a second. And find a 5K, didn't do. Career. I feel like I created good because I didn't post that much for February, but everything that I did post, especially on Instagram, I kind of realigned myself and did what I wanted to do and posted things that had some sort of meaning or gain for the viewer. I never want to create things that are just so, like, you get nothing from. I don't want to conform to the norm. Oh, that was the other one, don't conform. Start my journal series. I'm actually gonna do that this month. Find a community. We actually had a community that we were part of, and they just kept canceling from it was like a church group, and then they completely canceled totally. So like we kind of did that, but we didn't find a community, but we put our foot forward. A family walk 2 to 3 times a week, we definitely did that. And then we found a nature trail. We actually went for a nature like little walk this past weekend. It was really nice. Financial, food for the week, didn't do that. 4 no spending days. We will see when I'm budgeting. I don't know about that. So Bryson's gonna join us in for this little portion of the video. Today's sponsor is Bryson. He's got a lot to say. Yes, I ended up putting out all of my March goals. I like to stick with just 2 per like dimension of wellness, because otherwise it's just too overwhelming. It's a little unrealistic and just not attainable. So for our spiritual goals for March, I have to finish Leviticus. That's the book that I'm going to be reading this month. And then we also want to get back into church. We told ourselves that in March we felt more comfortable going back to church. For emotional, I would love to start yoga again. That's a really just like Zen thing for me, and it's like somewhat of a meditation, and it really helps me kind of like focus inward and like realign and, you know, gather my thoughts and just connect with my breath and my body. Love to finish my February books. And then I would also like to finish my March book. So I'm kind of behind, but I think that if we focus on reading every night instead of watching TV. We've been watching the Physical 100 and the challenge is finally over and we finished that. So it's super addicting though. So now I'm gonna we're reading at night, and I feel like I can knock those out pretty quickly. In terms of my physical goals, I have my workout plan, which I'll explain here in a second. And then I am gonna be doing a 5-day cleanse. This is like a very healthy, realistic cleanse. It's called Chroma. As for career goals, I would love to start my journal series. I will talk about that later. We'll just see how it goes. I think it'll just be like a fun little project for me. And I would love to do like 2 videos a week. If I can get that down this week with editing my own videos, that'd be awesome. Social, find a community part 2. We're gonna try our best to find some sort of community again. Last week we did our best, but it just didn't work out on the other person's part. Environmental, lots of walks we want to continue, and I would love to take Nova to the dog beach at least once a week. Financial, donate to church. I will do this March 1st. I've been doing every other month. And then stay in budget. So these are the 2 books that I have to finish for February. The theme of February obviously was like love. This is called Book Lovers. It's a romance novel, which I'm honestly not a fan of romance, but it's not too bad. It's starting to pick up a little bit. And then this is just about your emotions. It's by Brene Brown. Apparently she's like a famous author. Xander's like, oh my god, I know her. But this one's a little bit slower than I actually thought. You know, girl. But it's about all different types of emotions. It kind of just helps you like gain some emotional intelligence and stuff. So like, for example, it'll say a theme and then all the different types of emotions that kind of go with said theme. And then she'll describe just kind of like her own research on each said emotion. It has some illustrations. It's really cool. I enjoy it. It's just a little bit slower than I thought. It's more of like a research book. I don't know, it's interesting. So these are the books that I gotta finish. I'm probably gonna finish here in the next week or 2. And then as for March, these 2 books. So March is kind of about, you know, fresh beginnings and wanting to do better. So this is the Whole Brain Child. It's a child development book. And then this is called Lessons in Chemistry. It's another romance, I think, novel. But I've heard really good things about this. It has really, really high reviews. So those are the March books that hopefully we can finish by the 31st. So Xander and I are doing this workout plan. I've always wanted to be the best version of myself. And now with baby, like I literally want to be the best version of myself. We want to have like a non-negotiable to do this workout plan, and we both are doing it so that we're holding each other accountable. So basically, we literally wrote down the whole entire month's worth of workouts. We thought logically we included rest days, we included active rest days. We both actually did our workout today. So we started today on the 27th of February. So I'm gonna highlight, I ran 30 minutes. He did a timed mile. We have 1 more day in February, and then the rest is for March. I think this is a really good idea. I think waking up and knowing exactly what I need to do. And then I've also planned out my like work week ahead to see like if I'm filming for that day, do I need to wash my hair? Do we have any appointments or anything like that? Specifically, if I need to work out in the morning to get it done, during the day, at night, or whatever time. Some days are edit days for me, so that will be like whenever. For example, today is a filming day. I need to get ready, so I wanted to run in the morning, woke up early, got it done. He's going crazy. Hold on. Starting today, technically, by the time this video goes live, I will be doing arms and abs, and then an active rest day, which is going to be just a really long walk. And then I'm going to be running a mile and then doing yoga. So this is something that Xander and I both are doing. When I say run 1 mile, that's more so I want to see if I can increase my pace for a mile, because I really do want to run a 5K sometime this year. And then I have Saturday and Sunday as rest days, and then we'll, you know, improve and go down the line as we continue throughout the month. I tend to like get a little overboard with workouts, especially when I'm working out for just a week. So to see it in a spread of a month, I can realistically put into play strength, running, and all that. And it's all kind of just jumbled. There's no said rest day. It's just whenever I think I'm having like a bombardment of workouts or how I think my body's gonna feel. It'll just be easy to know, like when I wake up every morning, like this is what I have to do for the day. I think if this works out, we'll just continue to do it for the rest of the year, and it'll just really add that consistency without having to really think about it. So there's one more thing that I just remembered that I wanted to add to my spiritual goal, and that is to pray out loud more. And this is something that I think is so important to talk about, because I personally feel really weird when I pray out loud. Like I've just always been the kind of person to have a very like uniquely individualistic relationship with God and my faith, and I've never brought anyone into that. But I think what I've been opening my eyes to more and more this year is praying with Xander specifically, because he and I, after everything we've gone through, have been praying together, but he kind of takes the prayer part of it, and I think it's just because I'm a little uncomfortable, to be honest, praying out loud. Like, I don't really know how to pray out loud. I know, and I've tried before by myself, like, but I want to feel more comfortable praying out loud with Xander. And I actually prayed for the first time out loud with him yesterday on my own, and like we kind of did it together, and he kind of gave me some tips on like how he prays, and you know, he always makes me feel so comfortable with it. But I think diving out of that fear of, you know, solo prayer and being able to pray with somebody is something that I really want to conquer this year. And I think last night when I did it, I felt really good, and like, I don't know, I just felt really connected with him. And I think one of the things my pastor said was that there's nothing more that the devil wants than making you fear praying with another person, or fear judgment from that person, or fear like confidence within that. And so when he said that, it really kind of just like hit home. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to have, you know, evil win in terms of my self-doubt, or like that inner voice in my head saying like that's weird or whatever. And I don't know, it's just something that I wanted to throw in there. So I just thought that was important to talk about. But I'm gonna sit here and do my budget now. Fun. So I actually talked about this in a separate video. I made that video private just because I did the thing that I said I wasn't going to do in this video, and that was I was going overboard and making unrealistic expectations, and I just didn't want to put that kind of content out there. But I'm going to talk about it again if you haven't seen it. This is my family budget that I made. So this is my expenses. That is January Xander, February Xander. These are mine. So basically I'll go through all of my expenses for the month of February. Let's say I went to Jamba Juice. Never been to Jamba Juice in my life. I don't know where that popped up. Let's say I spent $5.16. Okay, and then I can categorize that into these really cute color coordinated categorization topics. That would be under food. The food sum automatically has an equation that is already in there, and it will just add up all of the foods that I add onto here. And something else that's really cool about this is, let's say that this was on the 7th, this one was on the 16th, and then this one was on the 15th. Now I can actually sort them. So I forgot how Xander did this, but I will pop it on the screen. There's some sort of way to do this on your spreadsheet. I can sort it by category, I can sort it by amount. Like, it's just a really cool, really cool thing. You know what? I might even be able to do some sort of template. Let me know if you guys are interested in that. If I get a majority of you guys wanting that, I'll go ahead and do that. So I'm going to take a few hours and do this. It's gonna be like quite a while. Xander's about to come down for lunch. We might go take a walk, just a little midday reset, if you will, and do the fun task of going through my expenses. Smiley, my mama. You go smile, my mama. Not go as planned. Xander had a lot of work to do, so we kind of just hung out up here. We're about to go for a little walk when he's done. So, did my budget. Let's see if I did even one non-spending day. The problem is I have like subscriptions and stuff. So like the days I think I'm not spending, I'm actually spending. And we've been kind of... Hello. That's what we need. He's kind of hard to burp. Anyone else have babies that are hard to burp? So, looks like... I spent $150. Oh, okay. So I definitely did not stay in budget this month because I paid off his hospital bills. So that's like, that was never gonna happen. We ended up doing a lot of gifts and donations. So we had a birthday and anniversary this month. Oh, the nurse party. I had a lot of business expenses too. What the hell? Oh, okay, so that was my editor. I used my editor a little bit. This was the first month I started editing again my own videos. So that won't be an expense anymore, I don't think. I really want to try to continue to edit my videos. I really hate giving up control of that because it's just like part of the job is like it's my creative side, you know, it's really fun and I don't know, it's just my job, you know. We also spent a lot of money on Nova. She's been having these really weird skin issues. We have an appointment with the dermatologist, but we've done like literally everything with that. That was kind of annoying. I also had a big sponsorship come in, but I didn't put that check in yet. Hello. Let's see if we had any no spending. Because I'm gonna sort it by date. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 0 no spending days. Damn it! There's always something, you know? Well, this month didn't really go as planned. Finances for videos, like I just had a rough February, to be honest. It is what it is. I'm not gonna beat around the bush or try to make it look like something that it's not. So I just need to do better going forward. I think with the sponsorship, I still like made more money than I spent, which is nice, because that's obviously the goal, including paying off the hospital bills, which is really awesome, but like by barely. I need to like really improve on getting back to work. This whole like beginning part of the year has been kind of just trial and error with baby coming home and stuff, but I think I can do it. And we just need to fix Nova. I feel like that's a big like loss right now. I can see it coming, you know, like I think having a baby, a lot of people lose themselves, which is just inevitable. Like there's parts of you that will change and stuff, but I never want to become a worse version of myself. I want to always be better and be better for him and my family now. So having the workout plan, having a plan, I did like a little layout here of like a work plan for me so I can, you know, still be able to spend time with baby but still get things done and accomplished. Think about people who go back to work all the time. I'm like, they do it, and I'm very thankful that I can stay home and be with him while I continue to work, and I really want to put in that effort for my job because I'm so lucky and blessed to have it, especially being able to be around him all the time. So I don't want to give that up, and I really do enjoy and love what I do. So this past month I've kind of just been contemplating like if I even wanted to stay on YouTube and stuff like that, which I've talked about in the vlog, and it's definitely something that I never want to get rid of. I just need to learn how to integrate it into this new lifestyle. Overall, the goal is wellness, you know, happiness, contentment, growing, like individualism, family, being able to just constantly work and improve on yourself. That's all we ask for. This one's getting a little feisty, so we are gonna go. I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys shortly. Mwah. Bryson, you wanna say bye? Bye bye. Okie dokie.